Struggling to identify whether a paper is a good one or not? Then let me help you with this. I will tell you 3 criteria that on the face of it, without reading the paper, which you can look for and see whether a paper is a good one or not. So let's start with the first indicator, which is the first and the most important indicator, that is the journal. As discussed in the previous video, that there are different categories of journals. There are different lists that categorizes the journal according to the quality, like ABS and ABDC. So the top journals according to ABDC are A star and A, and according to ABS list are 4 star and 4. Now these journals are, if your article is published in a top quality journal, like I mentioned, then there is a high chances that it's a good article. Why so? Because these journals have very strict review process. Not every article gets published in these journals. So if a person is able to, an author is able to make to the journal, the process will ensure that the article becomes a high quality article. So first is journal. Now let's come to the second one. Second one is the author. So as we spoke about in the LinkedIn video as well, that you need to know who are the pioneers in your field, who drive the conversations in your field, right? So with respect to these people, if the article is written by these people, then it is going to be a good article, irrespective of whether it's A article or it's an A star article. Now also, how you can identify a good author is by seeing that whether they have written earlier on the topic and they have published earlier in a good quality journal or not. Second, looking at their citations. Third, looking at where they work. So these 3 provide credibility to the author. Now let's come to the third criteria, which is the citations. Now the citations the article get is again another indicator. This indicator basically tells us that for example, if we talk about it, if an article is well cited, it tells us that it contributes to the field. As we say in the research, we always stand on the shoulder of the giant. That means that research does not happen in isolation. I have to build on what is already existing in the field. To build on what is existing in the field, I need to cite what is already there in the literature. So the paper that gets more citations is generally considered contributing to the field and also being seen as interesting. Right? So now basically these are the 3 criteria that you have to look for when you are on the face of it seeing an article. As a rule of thumb, you will see all 3, but even if some article has 2, then you can see that article for judging it as a good paper. Rest, you have to read the paper, see how the arguments are framed, and make your own judgment. Hope you like this and hope you got some useful information. Like and subscribe.